Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Dynasty. What I got for y'all today is another Mortal Kombat 11 video. We're inching closer and closer by the day to June. Of course, the beginning of June is the time for E3, and hopefully by this time next month, we've already seen the reveal trailer for MK11 officially revealed from the guys over at NetherRealm Studios. There's already been so much hype just created from us in the community. I can only imagine just how hyped the game's gonna be after that trailer launches, so I'm so stoked. I don't think I've been this excited for a video game in a very long time. I know you guys are pretty stoked for this game too. So with that said, of course, you guys do know recently, I've been making a bunch of Mortal Kombat 11 discussion-themed video, and of course, today's video is going to be no different. However, today, we're discussing roster. Now, as for, like, the roster for Mortal Kombat 11, though nothing has been 110% confirmed, we do have some assumptions that I think make the most sense, like, for instance, the mainstays, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Kitana, Liu Kang, and some of the new characters like Cassie Cage are pretty much to be expected to be making their appearance again inside of Mortal Kombat 11. What's a Mortal Kombat game without Scorpion? Well, it's Mortal Kombat 3, and hence why they made Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So you see my point here, so I'm pretty sure those characters will be returning for Mortal Kombat 11. But with that said, what about characters that we didn't see inside of Mortal Kombat X? Of course, you guys do know as well, Mortal Kombat 11's time period is probably around the time of the 3D era games inside this brand new current timeline. So the likes of seeing characters like, for instance, Ashrah aren't too far-fetched, especially when you consider that just a couple years ago, dating back to 2014, well, Ed Boon had this to say right here. Bam! Somebody asked Boon, "Hi, what about Ashrah inside of Mortal Kombat X? Unlikely?" From there he said, 11% chance. He didn't say no, he didn't say yes, he simply picked a specific number, like 11% chance. Now this tweet took place a month after the announcement of Mortal Kombat X. Back then, people were going crazy, and they really weren't too sure the direction of Mortal Kombat X's story as well, so people were just throwing random character names at Boon. Of course, Boon comes back and says, "Oh yeah, 11% chance." Now, we do know now that Ashrah was not inside of Mortal Kombat X, and since then, she's never been discussed by Ed Boon. So, coincidence? If we were back in 2014 and we haven't seen what we saw lately with Boon's tweets, I'd say, yeah, it's just Boon trolling. But, of course, in these last 4 years, Boon has given us a bunch of teases on Twitter that came true. For instance, just off the top of my head, he was teasing Alien on Twitter, and of course, Alien became a DLC character from Mortal Kombat X. We have back inside of Injustice 2 those character voting polls, where characters inside those voting polls became part of the Injustice 2 roster. And I think the biggest one of all, the biggest proof that Boon likes to tease things on Twitter, even years before it becomes true, is this one right here. Bam! Back in 2016, Boon said Sub-Zero and Raiden, and of course, this was 2 months before Injustice 2 was even announced. 2 months before Injustice 2 was a thing. And of course, 2 years later, guess who were guest characters inside of Injustice 2 from the Mortal Kombat franchise? Both Sub-Zero and Raiden. So again, for perspective, even 2 months before the game was announced, they already knew Sub-Zero and Raiden were going to be DLC characters, and he teased it 2 years before it happened in, like, the real world, which is insane. So Boon likes to plot these things, which is why I think that Ashrah tweet, the 11% Mortal Kombat 11 is next in line. Boon's pretty much teased that as well when it comes to, like, Brazilian game show interviews. So I just think Ashrah is maybe one of those characters that he's had in his, in his mind for a while now. As for other characters that Boon's openly pretty much alluded to that seem to be coming out instead of Mortal Kombat 11, a character that you're seeing right here in the background, Rain. Bam! At one point in time, he said, should Rain be inside of Mortal Kombat 11? Hashtag discuss. I know for me and, a lot of people back in Mortal Kombat X, we were all bummed out to the likes of the NPC characters, Rain, Baraka, Sindel, and of course a couple others like Fujin that weren't NPC. They weren't included inside some type of story pack, and one of those characters, like I mentioned, was Rain. So Rain being such a high-demand character from Mortal Kombat X, him being inside the game but not playable, unless you had like a PC mod, I'm pretty sure Rain's going to be inside the game's roster as well. So fan favorite, fan demand for Rain, plus that MK11 tweet that Boon made. Of course, you have Ashrah, 11% precise in that tweet. 3D era also being what the focus is probably inside of the Mortal Kombat 11's time period. So I think these two characters are, I want to say, like a 70% chance they'll be inside of Mortal Kombat 11. If not, I will be shocked. As for other characters that won't be inside a future Mortal Kombat game, maybe Natara. Check this out right here. Bam! Somebody back in 2014 asked Boone, bring back Natara, please. From there, Boone just simply said, no. And I mean, for you Natara fans, there is some hope because, you know, I did some research back in 2012. Somebody asked Boone this, bam, any chance that Baphomet or Tremor will ever become playable characters? And of course, from there he says, 8-ball signs point to no. And of course, you guys, you know, Tremor eventually became a DLC character for Mortal Kombat X. So just because Boone has said no, that doesn't necessarily mean that that door for that character coming back has been closed. And as for other characters as well that Boone has said no to in the past right here, bam, somebody said, Ed, will my dear fellow Drawman have the chance to return inside of Mortal Kombat X? And of course, like I mentioned, Boone said no, which is kind of a bummer because I think Drawman is a character from the 3D era, and this time, you know, modern time, 2018, has a lot of potential. Back then, he was a cool character, but all those 3D era characters, for the most part, kind of flopped, but I think he's one of those characters that can be saved. He's not Suhao, he's Drawman, he's gross, he's dirty, he can be intimidating, and if you guys just saw that concept art, you know, video that I made a month or so ago, a lot of you guys want to see Drawman make a comeback too. But anyways, guys, that is all I got for y'all today. Just a quick video discussing, of course, like pretty much just Astro and Rain more than likely being inside of the Mortal Kombat 11 roster. What do you guys think of those tweets dating back to, years ago? I'm very curious. Could I be looking way too far into this? I mean, Boone has pretty much acknowledged that we might all just be looking too far into it. Then again, it's like, Boone, we know you. We've seen you at work doing these teases on Twitter. So, again, everything take with a grain of salt, but at the same time, it's like things come from these tweets more times than not. So anyways, that is it. If you guys did enjoy the video, please take 1 second to drop a like on it. Make sure to subscribe for some more Injustice 2, Soul Calibur 6, Terradrome 2 content. Till next time, been here, been nice. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace.
You one of the greatest. You deserve more exposure, man. You underrated. To all the dynasty haters, promise you'll love him later. Y'all gon' react like he did when he seen the trailer. But hold up, let me hit y'all with a twist. Wait, I'm Sub-Zero. The rap game is the Lin Kuei. You see, I've been a fan of Dynasty for years now. GTA, MK, and Justice. I'm still down. Rapper meets gamer.